Welcome to another episode of Hard Factor. It's another What the Fuck Wednesday, April 28th, 2021, episode number 677 of Hard Factor. I'm Will. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and special guest today, VP of Football Operations of Hard Factor, PFTcommenter. Thanks for coming back on the show, PFT.
Hey, guys, it's good to see you. You all look, I can't put my finger on it. You look more professional than the last time that I saw you.
You put on weight.
You've noticed.
That's it. You look more powerful.
Right.
That's true.
We've
We've done
to tell you to wear a
couple things. Right.
Yeah. Not wearing a coat. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we probably should have told you. Well, the last guest we had on, did you watch Yuri, the bodybuilder who is married, like in a sex doll throuple? That was shirtless, so we forgot to give you the memo about the coats because we were shirtless the last time. And then, yeah.
I got it. I did see the video. Up. The video was hilarious. Watching Yuri just make out with his inanimate sex doll. It was
aggressive.
Yeah, it was one of the more poignant videos that I've seen online in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of that. But yeah, so you guys are going in the opposite direction. You're putting suit coats on now.
Well, it's one extreme or the other. It's,
Right.
Yeah,
no middle ground. Yeah.
We figure like the people trust you reading the news more if you're wearing a blazer.
it's
hard.
just a fact.
It's hard to fuck a doll with a jacket on,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Unless, I mean, you have to have the doll also wearing a jacket.
That's
Otherwise,
true.
it just looks unrealistic.
That's true. You confuse it. Yeah.
Today's
like an
sorry,
office
Pat.
scenario, Wes.
Oh,
Sure
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Desks. We've been talking about Wes's love for desks for a lot recently.
Yeah,
Today's
someone
observances. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Is Clean Comedy Day and Cubicle Day, which
Fuck
is probably
that.
the most boring combination possible. I don't know.
Wait, are you guys aware of Dan Nanan, the 100% clean millennial comedian?
No.
No, that
Oh
sounds
my
terrible.
God. No, this guy is like an internet legend. Like the guy is one of the more fascinating people online. Don't get me wrong, he sucks. And he's like 50 years old, but he's obsessed with telling people that he's actually like 35 years old, even though he's very clearly super old. He's a terrible comedian. He markets himself as like a big successful comedian that you can feel comfortable calling in to like give a stand-up presentation to your corporation.
Okay.
And he claims that he makes a lot of money doing it. I don't really necessarily believe that he does, but he has some sort of mental disorder where he is just pathologically incapable of admitting his real age, even when he's been caught like several times.
That's like
on camera with it.
He's like,
Pat keeps saying he's the youngest member of the show.
I'm the youngest person on this fucking show right now.
And everyone
Well,
knows he's 52.
when
so.
your roots are dyed. Yeah, you're the youngest.
I mean, now that I think about it, that's kind of exactly what I do on Part of My Take.
Yeah,
I just
dude.
claim to be 27. But I mean, disregarding
That
that,
son of a bitch.
no, but
smart.
This guy's serious about
What's
it.
this guy's name again?
If you don't know Dan Nanan, I think it's Dan Nainan, I think. And
Okay.
he's so his opener that he always says, because he's half Indian and half Japanese, and his surefire laugh that he comes out to every time, he goes, so I'm half Indian, half Japanese. That means I get my sushi at 7-Eleven. And then no one ever laughs. But that's his goal. That's his trademark.
Isn't this
thing.
the guy that Mark Maron destroyed?
It might be. A lot
Yes.
of people have destroyed him face to face.
He tried to go on the Mark Maron show and he kept DMing him and he's like, I'll pay you $10,000. This is him. Yeah.
That sounds like him.
That's him.
The ventriloquist comic that Marin had on, and he was like, so you're not really a comic.
Well, I mean, it's
No. This Dan Nanan guy tried to get on the Maron show. And
there he is with Trump.
And he's like, I make all this money on corporations. And he's like, he impersonates like Russell Peters. Like he pretends to be Russell Peters to get these gigs. And he just was like bad mouthing Mark Maron and saying, I make more money than you comedians that go out on the road and stuff. And fuck you. And how much is it going to take to get on your show? And he kept DMing him that.
Well, that's a page out of Trump's playbook that PFT's taking, which is call the person that's doing the same thing you're doing out for doing it to distract the fact that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Except he was doing it. So he was like probably 47, 48 years old, but in real life, or he was saying that he was like 29.
So you're saying make it believable.
Yeah.
Right. That's your gripe. I
mean,
get that.
I'm open about lying.
Sure.
I'm the most honest liar.
5'9". I mean, we all know. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9" with those shoes on, with the special shoes.
Those shoes, by the way,
Special
are
shoes.
fucking sick.
They're pretty sick. They turn on and off. I had to do a firmware update on my shoes, but
They're
no,
electronic, and they give you no data.
So you have shoes that can boost you to being 5'9".
I am all right. Legitimately, I am 5'8", pretty much on the dot, almost exactly on the dot. I'm a little bit above 5'8",
That checks out.
but it's gotten to the point where people actually think that I'm 5'5" or 5'6" or 5'4" because the height jokes get to be.
People are mean.
Yeah, they are mean.
People are really mean.
You stand next to a lot of athletes.
That's a good point. The picture of me next to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar will never be put back on the internet.
It's a good thing for you. It's clean comedy day. So next time somebody's mean to you, just say, "Hey, cool off, buddy. It's clean comedy day."
I feel like, well, I know I posted a Throwback Thursday photo, maybe 3 Thursdays ago, and you, it was a perspective thing. You seemed the smallest in the photo, and it really played in to a lot of people's perceptions of your height.
Well, no, I
mean,
I was kneeling. It was mostly the kneel. Yeah.
There's a lot of heft that's been added though since those days.
That's true.
Right.
Sometimes
Also,
it's gone sideways, not just horizontal.
Yeah, there's some
Not
thickness.
just vertical.
You guys added some C's since that picture.
I do hang out with a lot of big boys.
Well, that'll make you look small. Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you, PFT, for joining. Thank you for telling us about Dan Nanan. Everybody, stick around to the end to hear PFT's expert takes on the NFL draft that's coming up. But for now, let's do the news. Let's hop into the show. First up is the Daily Buzz. Number 5 in the Buzz today. This is trending topics, PFT. So a hard factor algorithm figures this out. Number 5 is Kourtney Kardashian posted a bikini makeout picture with Travis Barker on Instagram, and it's trending all over the place. There it is. Bubba popped it up for you guys. It's just them making out in the desert, and he's holding her up by the butt cheeks. Very nice photo.
He's got some fingers inside of some things there. It looks like.
He's
gonna have to wash his hands.
He's wiry, strong wrists.
Yeah, he's strong.
What's the opposite of being down bad? Because whatever that is, that's what Travis Barker's been for the last month.
Oh, is that no cap? Is that no cap? Well, how's no cap work?
No cap. It's down bad is like A-Rod is down bad after his breakup with J-Lo.
He's a dude posting his W. Is what
A-Rod did like the plea video. This is the opposite of the plea video. Like, I want you back, or like, I need you back type video. This is the exact opposite.
Yeah, Wes is right. He's been a dude posting just nothing but dubs for the last 2-3 weeks.
That's a good account too. Yeah,
I'm glad to see it because it's about time that a drummer in a band became a sex god. That hasn't happened since Tommy Lee.
Well, you think about Blink-182. I mean, Hoppus is clearly in third place now. DeLong is a UFO expert.
DeLong's number 1.
Yeah, Travis Barker is here with his hands up Kourtney Kardashian's ass on Instagram. He's clearly number 2. Hoppus has got to step it up.
Barker was married to that hot chick though before. He was married to a supermodel or Miss America or something. That blonde chick, I forget her name. Yeah,
he's always been.
He does well for himself.
I thought PFT was being very ironic and sarcastic when he said drummers don't get laid because Barker's been killing it.
No,
Ever
Barker.
since that plane. Travis was the plane thing.
Special.
Travis Barker absolutely has. He's transcended the drumming position, and Wes is on the money. Blink-182 has had a massive shakeup in their power rankings in the last just probably year alone. They're like the
NFC
NFC
used to be number 1 all the time.
They're the NFC East of bands. Yeah. They keep rearranging. Right now, Tom DeLonge discovered aliens. That's got to be clear number 1, obviously. Hoppus, I'm sure will come back and be on top again soon. But for right now, Barker's doing pretty well for himself. Also, it's a little bit disrespectful that you referred to him as Blink-182 drummer and not Aquabats drummer Travis Barker when we're getting started.
Or all those other crappy bands he's in for one album with some rapper. But
a lot. Until
it's a huge year for
Yellow
drummers.
Wolf. He did a Yellow Wolf tour.
It's a huge year for drummers. Sound of Metal, drummer.
Yes.
Travis Barker with his finger up Kourtney Kardashian's ass, drummer. Who's not happy about this though is Kourtney Kardashian's oldest, who's 12, definitely on Instagram, seeing your mom in that position.
But
gotta be awkward.
Hold on, spin zone. Kardashians trending 2 days in a row because of Van Jones and Kim yesterday. Now we got Kourtney and Travis.
Listen to the slay list. I think Wes is talking about Shayna Moakler. She's a hot blonde.
Yep.
Tara Connor, hot. Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, Tara Reid, Rihanna. These are all takedowns of Rita Ora, Kourtney Kardashian, Travis Barker, taking them down.
Lower run action there.
Of the Aquabats. Number 4, fellas, is the UEFA Champions League. Real Madrid and Chelsea are tied 1-1 on aggregate after the first leg of the semifinal yesterday, and PSG and Man City square off today at 3 p.m. Eastern in the first leg of their semis. Christian Pulisic, is that how you say it, became the first U.S. Men's national team player to score in the Champions League semis with Chelsea yesterday. So, anybody watch the game? I didn't catch
Have you met him, Christian? PFT, you met that guy?
Never met him. I would like to very much, though, just because, getting back to what we were talking about earlier, standing next to him, I think would be a great visual for me.
There you go.
I think that would be a strong
fellow short king.
Fellow short king. I think it's honestly more of a dub for Pulisic that he's wearing the number 10 on an EPL team. That is
Chelsea.
like
On Chelsea,
on Chelsea. That's like the ultimate sign of respect for an American. Like usually they reserve one position on every EPL team for an American. It's usually just a goalkeeper. But yeah, he's like become the face of that team. And the goal that he had today was really, really good. I'm still looking forward to UEFA and FIFA overall, just like not allowing any of the old super team players to play in the World Cup, because that's what's happening next. The very second Pulisic becomes a world-class, like top 15 player,
then we can't use him, and
then we won't be able to use him.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, he could do what the other guy did and just be. He's like, I'm half Italian, and he could join like the Italian team or something. Like he won't be playing for the U.S. Remember that guy?
Well, that guy fizzed out, didn't he?
I know, but he was good at the time. Like
he could just he
could just be like, I'm an England citizen.
He made the wrong choice. He should have gone for the U.S.
Yeah.
Harder on Italy. Number 3, the CDC says no more masks outside unless you're in a big crowd if you're vaccinated. Which, whoops, I thought that was the rule for dog walking for a while now. So found out today that I was supposed to have been wearing my mask while walking my dog for the last few months. Thought you could just do the old walk around you there. Yeah. Nope. No, guess not. Number 2, related to the CDC announcement, Tucker Carlson and Joe Rogan are under fire. Tucker for saying people shouldn't have to wear masks outside in general, and telling anti-maskers that they should tell masked people that their masks make them uncomfortable if they see them in public. Odd statement from Tucker there.
Didn't he say call the CPC on their kids? If you see kids masked,
Did he?
The problem with the whole like Tucker industrial complex is that way more people see clips of Tucker Carlson because there are people that clip him and post him online that then get reshared because they get mad about something that he says that would ever have, like, not that many people globally speaking watch Tucker Carlson, but it gets like he becomes news whenever he says something dumb because people are obsessed with calling him out on it.
He trends frequently.
You can make people with the mask.
You can make the argument that like what he says is newsworthy because he has a big audience, but people just I don't know. I tend to go kind of in the other direction where it's like I don't watch Tucker Carlson. I don't want to see him every single day and get mad at him every single day.
Well, he's a master of banging the culture war drum, right?
Yes.
I mean, like there's everybody on both sides that's good at it. Tucker's just by far the number one on the right.
If he's trending, you're like, what did he do now?
Right. Yeah. But he didn't trend as hard as this guy, Joe Rogan, for saying this about vaccines. If you could roll the clip, please, Bubba.
Safe to get vaccinated. I've said, yeah, I think for the most part it's safe to get vaccinated. I do. But if you're like 21 years old and you say to me, should I get vaccinated? I go, no. Yeah. Are you healthy? Are you a healthy person? Like, look, don't do anything stupid, but you should take care of yourself. You should, if you're a healthy person and you're exercising all the time and you're young and you're eating well, and like, I don't think you need to worry about this.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you.
But there's a lot of jobs that will tell you need to have this.
Well, that's what's starting to happen now.
People are worried about them doing it for their children. And we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
There's
They obviously went on to talk about how children shouldn't have to get vaccines. And that clip set Twitter for sure on fire. Thoughts on outdoor masks and kid vaccines?
I'm not real happy about either of those. Tucker Carlson or Joe Rogan's thing, to be honest. Live your fucking life. The opposite end of the spectrum is you don't need to go up to a stranger and demand that they wear a mask outdoors and stuff like that. But what the fuck is Joe Rogan, who's got an audience, the largest audience of 20-year-olds in the world, doing, saying don't take a vaccine if you're 21? Like, maybe say make your own decision, do the research, but he straight up said don't take the vaccine if you're healthy and 21, which, to the tune of like how many million 21-year-olds heard that look up to him. I think that was fucking terrible.
That aren't going to get the vaccine now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think he's playing chess on this one. I think he just said that so that Logan Paul wouldn't get the vaccine, and then he gets sick right before he got the shit beat out of him by Daniel Cormier.
Okay.
I think he was doing his buddy solid. He's like, I saw DC go up to you at the UFC fight. I'm going to let COVID finish the job.
Certainly hope so.
Jake.
Yeah, I think
yeah, good point. Jake, yeah, you're right. I get my Pauls mixed up. You know how
Rogan's big. He's one of those guys who's all about the death rate. Like, well, what's death rate at that age? Can you tell me that? Like, and if you can't, then he's like, well, then why do they need it? I think that's the angle he's taking there.
Like, on a serious note, you're probably not going to die if you get COVID if you're 20 years old, but you could still go to the hospital for a while. You could still have like a bad, lung infection that kind of takes over your life for a while. You could still take that bed away from somebody that might need it more, who's older, that got sick after the fact. I think that's
a lot of those.
Joe Rogan should not be looked at as being like a medical expert. Joe Rogan,
Bill Burr also trended because he had reminded us all that Joe Rogan is not a doctor,
but he's a voice of reason,
right?
Yeah, if you make that statement, you have to be pretty damn sure. You better be like fucking a doctor or something, like, to make that statement, like, in that angle. Yeah, like you said, PFT, like, a lot of young guys are their like sports careers are ending because they can't recover. Like Kazmat from the UFC and a bunch of people, like they're not sick with COVID anymore, but their lungs fully for the rest of their lives are affected. Like, there's no one knows like the long-term effects of COVID. Also, like, if you get the vaccine, isn't it supposed to like help your fellow people? Like, if enough people get it, like, it's not just,
they do
just
say
for
vaccines help to slow pandemics. That's what the science, I believe.
Word on the street.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But
he's jumped the shark, dude. He jumped the shark.
Here's my thing with Joe Rogan, because I think for the most part he's just like an interesting person that has conversations that should not be taken any deeper than face value, because he's great at just having a conversation with people. He's like a naturally curious person, which is why he gets stuff out of his guests.
Amazing interview
that nobody gets. Yeah. But you have to also understand that, like, he's not professing to be an expert about anything other than just being a dude. He's just like,
right.
Joe Rogan's career
is
just being Joe Rogan, and that's what it is.
Fear factor.
You can't deplatform him for, or he's not going to be deplatformed for being a dude. He's too much of a cash cow for Spotify. So I mean, he probably should have done.
I don't think
when you make blanket statements like that, you should be more well informed. Yeah, but he's not. He's never going to be a super well informed guy about everything.
No,
that's kind of the catch-22 you run into.
It's disappointing from Rogan for me.
Well, I'm excited because all this drama with Tucker and Joe is just going to extend the period where people are going to be screaming at each other about masks in the streets. So that's pretty exciting. Great. Good news for the summertime. It's going to be very entertaining. What's that? What's up?
Do you guys exist in a world where people are actually like screaming at each other for masks?
Because I have two stories that happened in the past month. Yeah.
well, there you go, Mark. It happened twice in the last month for you, but this is something that I think people just love to pretend happens more often online.
Yeah, I think
in reality, most people are relatively sane about things.
The lovely bakery that Wes and I like down the street from us. I went in the other day and they were shaking and they were on the phone with the police because I missed a family that screamed at them and refused to put on the mask for 5 minutes and threatened them. And then my wife got grabbed by the face and her mask ripped off by a crazy person that was like, "Why are you wearing a mask? Like, what's wrong with you? Do you not know? Do you not know the government? Like, are you a fucking idiot?" And she grabbed my wife's face and tried to rip her mask off. So I mean, it happens.
Well, that's shitty.
Not good.
Yeah,
that's not good. Hey, everybody, just mind your own business.
For sure.
Unless you're in front of me, and then I want to see you scream at each other about masks. Okay, number one trend. PFT, this is a big one. I don't know if you know about it, but the number one trend today is FatBoySummer. Not sure if you've heard. It's a huge movement. Started here on the show, actually. But Philip DeFranco, do you know who that is? He's like a internet news reader. You know.
Internet newsreader.
It's his job. It's, I mean, yeah, sure. There's a There's a little overlap here. He tweeted this on April 20th. At Philly D says, I'm about to have an unapologetic fat boy summer.
What?
I just spent a year stress eating in my 30s through a pandemic/election year. I'm going to give myself some time and grace to get back where I want to be, and so should you. And then he did the fist pound emoji, and that was like, about pandemic summer body pressure. There's some image there.
Did you see his video?
I mean, I did. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. No, but
he did a video a couple days after that where the first 30 seconds where he talked about Fat Boy Summer, and then he had a Fat Boy Summer graphic that looked a little bit like ours.
What?
Oh God! All right, so as VP of Football Operations of Hard Factor, PFT, we need your help. Fat Boy Summer is 100% a Hard Factor campaign birthed.
Common law trademark.
All right, so this is Philip DeFranco that we're talking to here.
Yes.
Yeah, we need you to get in touch with
First of all, cease and desist, Philip.
Yeah.
Second of all, how big of a boy are we talking about? How girthy is old Phil?
Not
He's
nearly
playing
as
up.
us.
He's no problem.
Playing
Okay.
up his girthiness.
Yeah, so it's stolen valor.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't say like it's not dad bod summer, right? Dad bod.
Yeah,
would be
he's dad bod.
something
Yeah.
else entirely. Yeah, although I feel like Pat is just like steering directly into the skid on co-opting dad bod culture. You can say dad bod summer for you.
It's where
It's
I
not
landed.
Fat Boy
Okay,
Summer. Yeah.
I didn't choose to get here. It's where I landed.
What the fuck? Do you know Philip DeFranco's exactly the same age as all of us? I thought he was significantly older.
He also shows the same. Basically, he reads the news. It's just one of him though instead of four.
He's got the body of a
Damn.
soccer dad. That's what he is. He's a soccer dad, and he's trying to fucking play it off like he's Fat Boy Summer. He's got
PFT,
coach's body.
We need you to reach out to you. You have.
We were
tons of
hoping you knew him
connections.
because
you guys are basically on the same level. Like
you guys
you
are
know,
in a stratosphere there.
yeah, you guys are in a huge stratosphere
Does he
above
do a
us. So
sports podcast?
No, it's like a news.
no, but
one.
he's like the #1 news guy. Like he's got millions and millions of YouTube subscribers.
It's
and
tough
stuff.
here. It's
So
tough.
we need
I'm looking
you
him up.
to throw your weight around and get in touch with them because we can't even get in touch with this fucking guy that's stealing our shit.
Also-
And we need you to talk to him and if anything, just collab with us to give us tens of thousands of more downloads.
Ask him what his problem is.
I want to shut down.
right.
No, let's do a collab with him, and then if he refuses, then we'll shut him down.
Well, we should all together, all of us here now, plus Philly D, try to get some collaboration going. We're doing a pigs in a blanket power hour or eating contest. PFT, if you'd like to get involved and try to pressure Philly D into it. You could have us on one of your podcasts maybe to pump up Fat Boy Summer. We got
It's
a
a
whole
big
list
thing.
of rules.
Yeah.
We got shirts. It's amazing. So just let us know.
I'm looking at it right now. I already don't trust this guy because in like his like glamour shots that he does, he's doing the thing where he's got one eyebrow down and the other up. That's
That's his move.
It's a big lame move. I hate that.
Yeah,
move.
he
That-
does like the
that's his
rock,
move.
the rock eyebrow.
It looks like he's winking at himself, telling himself like you're not doing soy face right now. This is different than soy face.
Well, he knows that face works. That face has appeared in so many YouTube videos that did well. Then he could never turn his back
it's
on.
the
it.
DeFranco.
You know what else he does, PFT?
What?
He does that video with the editing where everything is really choppy and cut, like there's 1,000 cuts in it when
Yes.
he's talking. That's his thing.
His editor must be suicidal. But look, Fat Boy Summer is about embracing all. So
Yeah,
we'd
well,
like to reach out to him at first.
I'm not about a collabo. You want to collabo with a guy that just banged
Well,
your wife?
Oh
You know?
man. Okay.
I mean,
well,
no,
he's
I don't know if
just
it's that serious.
it's a fantastic idea, birthed by intern Cam, by the way. Shout out intern Cam. And it was after Chet Hanks, of course. He bombed his White Boy Summer.
Yeah.
Fat Boy Summer came in to save the day. But
it's really taken over the internet. It's probably our biggest ad campaign of all time. Like,
Could you play the clip that I prepared while PFT researches Philly D a little bit more, so we could talk over it? Okay, this is Jack Black as Captain America. He's just smashing it up.
I do not condone that.
This is Colin
then-
Phillips.
Positive vibes only.
Yep, this is our boy
Send it.
Colin Phillips.
Cheers,
He-
bud.
In case you motherfucking forgot, if you fat and horny, hit me up.
Oh,
Nice.
'Cause that's my type.
and then there's that guy.
That guy's got major Fat Boy
He should
Summer
hit her
vibes.
up.
Okay,
Yeah.
here's what I'm gonna do.
Those are Fat Boy Summer vibes there. if you
I
want.
feel
Well
like
done.
you guys would like to collab with him. You guys came up with the idea for FatBoySummer. You're more of a physical representation of FatBoySummer. He's co-opting. If he was a big guy and he came up with it on his own, I would be, kind of more forgiving of it. But he's skinny actually. So I'm going to buzz his tower real quick.
Okay.
I'm on his Twitter account right now. I'm going to follow him. So you just got a notification.
Yes.
Excellent.
Unfollowing.
And it begins.
Oh, good.
Unfollow him right away.
Follow again.
Yep.
Unfollow.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Followed 3 times. Unfollow. So hopefully
he
got 3 notifications on his phone. You don't want to see a 4th.
Buzzed. Tower is buzzed. Also, come on. Do you want to do the pigs in a blanket contest? You want to do an eating contest with us?
I'm trying to trim down. I'm trying to go.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're not,
you could
you're
go
not in on
Six-pack
FatBoy
summer. 6-pack summer. And 6-pack summer for me is not. I'm not actually going to get a 6-pack. It's just a goal of 6 things I want to accomplish, and one of them is to not get fat.
What about little turkey dogs?
Ooh, turkey dogs, low carb.
Low carb.
Paleo
and like a little wheat buns. Yeah.
Right. FatBoySummer is more of a mentality about enjoying yourself. You don't have to get fat necessarily.
Well, you do if you do the competition though. So
No,
that's what
you
he's
do.
saying. You can't do the eating competition.
When are you doing the
part of it.
competition?
In like 2 weeks, probably.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, sometime in May.
Whenever you're available.
I'm tentatively. It's a tentative yes for me.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I like it.
We'll try to find low calorie pigs and blankets though.
Well, that's the buzz. You guys want to hear a few news stories?
Yes.
Yes.
So this one was sent in by my wife and Brad T from Instagram. The Kentucky Derby's this Saturday, guys, and I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to bet. I really like the undefeated favorite, Essential Quality. Essential Quality's 5-0. Just can't lose, but at 2-1 odds or slightly over 2-1 odds, not quite 3-1 odds, not great. Also love Hot Rod Charlie between 8 and 10-1, not only because he's fast, but it's a great name, Hot Rod Charlie. Can't go wrong throwing a couple $100 in that to win like $2,000. Maybe my strategy should be, though, to find out which horse is on the most meth, because that would probably ensure a victory if we've learned anything from 3-year-old female Italian Greyhound, Zipping Sarah, who zipped and cranked her way to an easy win in the Len Jane and Penny Hart Memorial Feature at the Canterbury Greyhound Racing Club meeting held at the Addington Raceway this past November. It wasn't even close, and that's because Zipping Sarah was stuffed so full of rocket fuel that she tweaked her way to an easy win.
My God, was that really her picture?
It's hard to tell, but they look intense, right?
Yeah, that looks like the dog. Yeah,
yeah,
looks like a dog on meth.
Yeah, it does.
Someone jacked this dog up with meth.
So this is
some dog track ass shit, dude. The dog track is the nastiest, lowest, scummiest place on the fucking planet, and mething out a dog before it races is just so dog track.
Genius. I mean, you're either gonna win the race or the dog's gonna collapse halfway through and die. Right.
A lot of these dogs are dying, Wes. Yes, you're right. Those are the 2 outcomes. Her glory was short-lived. Zipping Sarah's when they she tested positive for methamphetamine and amphetamine in a post-race urine sample. So following the discovery, her dog trainer Angela Helen Turnwald was disqualified for 4 months, so she can come back after 4 months. The trainer denies giving Sarah the large dose of GAC and claims that the Greyhound had been transported together with another Greyhound from Foxton via road by her partner during the day of the race, and she didn't have eyes on him because her partner and the kennel hand were messing with Zipping Sarah for hours and hours that she didn't see. So she threw her partner and the kennel hand right under the bus.
I was just holding it for a friend, but it's your dog and your dog's friend. I like it. I don't know how do you come up with the correct dosage for a dog with meth?
If you want to win the race, you just do a lot.
You have to kill a few dogs. You have to kill a few dogs to get to that dosage.
I think, you definitely err on the side of velocity, and then you kind of dial it back from once 1 or 2 croak.
Exactly.
You're like, okay, we know what not to do now.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, also, the kennel hand, that's got to be like the lowest position on the team. So they're just blaming it on the lowest rung guy.
She blamed it on the janitor. She blamed Well, Turnwald had to protect an empire. I get it, because she has won. She's trained 22 dogs in 285 races that have gotten 47 first place finishes, 37 second, and 39 thirds, and her dogs have won over $170,000 in prize money. So, I don't know how much the profits
minus
cut into
the meth. That's
right. I don't know how much of the profits cut into the meth, but but it's still pretty good. Judicial Control Authority panel chairman Warwick Gendel QC expressed concern, saying the sample of methamphetamine found in Zipping Sarah was particularly large. I don't know what he was comparing it to other dogs with meth, but he said it was
typically when I see a dog that's zooted out, they come in at about 20, 30 milligrams. This dog was fucked up.
Yep. And then Will Appleby, the spokesperson for animal rights group SAFE, asked the government to halt all Greyhound racing until like a huge investigation's gone in, because it's becoming like Serie A, the Italian soccer league, with the amount of corruption over there. And
that guy's just got a slow dog. The guy that was like,
true.
one dog tested positive, we got to shut it all down. That guy's got a team of shitty dogs that he's just trying to wait this one out on.
He can't get it right. He kills too many dogs.
He's only getting his hand on Adderall. He can't get a good meth. But since January, as Wes kind of mentioned, 8 dogs have died and more than 300 have been injured in the Greyhound racing world over there. And the Minister of Racing, Grant Robertson, who's also the Deputy Prime Minister of New Zealand, has said that things have gotten so bad here that he might just shut down the racing completely.
I'm sorry, but the sport that we're talking about is literally running, and 8 dogs have died from running.
Yep. From running.
Something's fishy over there.
Something's wrong. No worries for Zipping Sarah, though. The 11-time first place winner has officially been listed as retired and is probably in doggy rehab trying to kick her biker coffee habit.
Don't greyhounds tend to die from racing, though? Like, isn't that like the...
Well, show the picture again, Bubba.
One of these crimes where they're going to get away with it?
Show the picture again. They're certainly exerting some energy there.
Yeah, they're really trying hard.
All right. Look, guys, this story was brought to you by Fast Growing Trees. Or you guys have anything else on the Greyhounds?
I was just gonna say, if you drug your dogs and they die, you should also die. Okay. But if your dog just runs really fast, then I think we're all winners.
Harsh, but fair.
What if you took the same amount of, but if the dog's 85 pounds and then you're 150 pounds, you'd have to take almost 2 times as much as the dog, but you have to take the exact amount of meth as the dog,
and then go sprint that exact same relative amount. Yes.
All right, that's fair. So you guys probably upgraded a few things around the house after being stuck inside, the past year and a half, right? It makes sense. Now it's time to turn your yard into a paradise with fastgrowingtrees.com. Get it going outside or get it going inside like Will with his ficus. Skip the big box stores and head to fastgrowingtrees.com, the world's largest online nursery. No more waiting in lines and getting messy with your car, getting all messy and dirty and digging through a lackluster selection. Just go to fastgrowingtrees.com and choose from thousands of varieties of trees, shrubs, and plants. Whether you're looking for shade, privacy, fruit trees, or just added color for your yard, every plant is shipped with a well-developed root system ready to explode with new growth pretty much right away from day one. I'm eyeing a raspberry plant to go next to my pool out back so I can eat raspberries in the pool. I'm going to name it Raspy and pretend it's got a smoker's voice. The best way to buy trees, plants, and shrubs for your home and yard is fastgrowingtrees.com. Planting season's here, so join the over 1 million satisfied gardeners at fastgrowingtrees.com. Plus, the 30-day Alive and Thrive guarantee means your plants will arrive happy, healthy, ready for planting. And now through June 30th, you go to fastgrowingtrees.com/factor for 15% off. That's 15% off at fastgrowingtrees.com/factor, fastgrowingtrees.com/factor.
Gentlemen, come with me to Germany.
Okay.
Okay. A jogger in the Bavarian forest in Germany had a very close call on Monday after noticing a suspicious bag while on the run near the city of Passau, which borders Austria and the Czech Republic. And the jogger guys saw this bag and picked it up and glanced inside to see a grenade. Fuck. Yeah. Unfortunately, the discovery of unexploded munitions from World War II still very common in that area. And
but the backpack, it would be in a World War II backpack, like something like somebody had just never touched.
It's a great point, Will. I think we know anytime someone finds a bomb in a suspicious bag, it's because they were looking for money or drugs and then noticed it was a bomb and then called it in. Right? Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. But whatever. It does happen in this forest that they find unexploded munitions. So this lady or man doesn't say, put it down, backed away, called the German police, who promptly set in the bomb squad to investigate. And guys, when the bomb squad arrived and they looked at the bag, they discovered that there was in fact a grenade in there, but it was a grenade of a different feather. Also inside the bag was a military ration of lubricant and a rucksack of condoms, which helped investigators determine that this grenade wasn't meant to blow up enemy soldiers. This rubber grenade was meant to blow up ass. It was an ass grenade. A sex toy ass grenade, guys. Police told.
Oh, look at that!
Look at that thing. Butt plug.
Oh, it's a butt
it's
plug.
A grenade butt plug. Oh wow! Look at that.
You're gonna explode with cum.
Yep, big time, guys. Police told the German news agency Dipbuck, quote, An internet search confirmed the suspicion. There are actually sex toys in the form of hand grenades. No shit. Yeah, I hope they use Mozilla to make that search. They better. Guys, I did a little Googling of my own, and I'm guessing it was the Big Bang Grenade prostate massager for men in military green, which Bubba just put a picture up of. Which, guys, according to itsthebomb.com, is, quote, a fabulous gift for a man. He will appreciate the way that you can pinpoint the sore areas. Very discreet, looks like a grenade, feels the size of a grenade when you hold the grenade in your hand. Great for your neck or those sore spots. So, yeah.
Very realistic feels.
Your 5-year-old kid will love it.
It's just like you're shoving a grenade up your ass.
It combines two great German traditions of weird sexual deviancy, and then also just always resorting to starting a war with everything.
Yeah, exactly. Starting a war with your
inappropriate military incursions into things.
Blitzkrieg on your ass. Yeah.
So why the grenade? So I imagine.
What do you mean?
There's not that much different between a sex grenade and just a sex oval, like a ball that's
okay, PFT.
Similar to
why didn't this person know that it was a sex grenade? This grenade smells funny. Like,
right. Well, look, if you glance at it quickly and you know that there are unexploded munitions in this forest, you look at it, you're not going to think like, oh, that's meant for some dude's
bag.
ass.
Yeah, but the bag was probably like a pleather bag. Like there's no way it was
black
like
plastic bag.
Yeah, a see-through plastic bag with all sorts of sex toys in it.
I have a theory here. I think this might be almost a Jussie Smollett situation where somebody went out to the woods with their own ass grenade, stuck it up their ass as is commensurate with the instruction manual, took it out, put it in a bag, pretended to find it, took it to the police department, and they were like, because there was somebody at the police department they had a vendetta against. And they're like, hey, I found this grenade in the woods, and made the person like take out their ass grenade and like start inspecting it and have to smell it. And just while they're looking at it, be like, you're smelling my ass.
This jogger made the bomb squad defuse an ass grenade. There might be an ex-boyfriend on the squad. That's great, guys.
Sick genius.
Look, if you want to buy the ass grenade, you can buy it from itsthebomb.com, or
can we sell them for FatBoySummer? Can we get an FPS?
Well, is that? I mean,
it's going to mess up our whole SEO.
It's not feeling good.
But you don't want to be caught up in those search results.
Printify doesn't have them, Wes?
I don't think so.
But guys,
our store doesn't carry those.
If you want to buy it from eBay, which I recommend that, because if you pick it up from seller Nice Times PA, 10% of the sale of this item will benefit Homes for Our Troops Incorporated, which is to build and donate specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post 9/11 veterans, which I thought was really great. I thought it was great that they have a military themed ass grenade, and portion of the proceeds benefit the troops. So
support the troops.
That's great. Very nice. Okay, guys, I'll tell you one thing. One of my absolute favorite things to do at night is toss and turn and worry. Then I get up and I smoke a cigarette and pace on my balcony. Then I try to sleep again. But let me tell you, this new Helix mattress has drastically lowered my nervous cigarette smoking at night. It's so comfortable. 1 minute I'm wondering if I should go out for yet another nervous cigarette, and the next I'm waking up refreshed, ready to do it all over again. It's amazing. Helix Sleep has a quiz that takes just 2 minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you and your sleep style. They have all levels of firmness, and mattress is great for cooling you down if you sleep hot, and even a Helix Plus mattress for plus size sleepers like all of us. I took the quiz. I was matched with the Midnight Luxe mattress because I wanted something that felt soft and I sleep on my side. Literally a game changer.
And it's for plus size people.
Yeah, it's very luxurious. The best mattress I've ever owned, hands down. So take the quiz. You order the mattress that you're matched to, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. Helix was awarded the #1 best overall mattress picked by 2020 by GQ and Wired magazine. Those are some high, that's some high praise. Just go to helixsleep.com/hardfactor, take their quiz, and they'll match you with a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but there's no chance of that. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattresses and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/hardfactor. That's helixsleep.com/hardfactor for up to $200 off and 2 free pillows.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Pat,
Oh yeah, you gonna do your story, Wes?
No, I'm gonna. You do yours. And I'll do my last one. I'm gonna skip that one.
Okay, guys. The founder and CEO of a $2 billion startup, Iterable, has been fired for his behavior at a board meeting back in 2019, when he he exhibited quote violations of Iterable's employee handbook policies and values. Does anyone want to guess what he did that got him canned?
Iterable
Board meeting.
I mean, maybe he showed his dick to
ass grenades.
Nudity at the meeting.
That would be a crazy coincidence. If it was ass grenades.
Who put this? Usually it's a whoopee cushion, but someone put a whole ass grenade on this seat.
Wouldn't you know?
He blocked the door.
I didn't think. Do you think someone's going to come claim the ass grenade? Because this story is everywhere.
No.
All right. Well, guys, apparently CEO Justin Zuh took some performance enhancers before the meeting in the form of dropping some acid. Guys, Zuh told Bloomberg that at the time he was experimenting with microdosing, and he was doing it in an effort to boost his focus.
Yeah.
And dude, this guy must have been pretty high during this meeting because according to the new CEO, Andrew Boney, Zuh's behavior, quote, undermined the board's confidence in Justin's ability to lead the company going forward. So I'm just saying, I microdose every couple of days.
He wasn't microdosing. It sounds
exactly.
He was macrodosing. Shout out PFT.
He was ripped at the board meeting.
I think that most CEOs in America would do a better job if they were tripping balls almost all the time.
Totally. Also, what the fuck is this world coming to where you can't even like take a small to moderate amount of psychedelics before a meeting at the company that you started?
Yeah, he's the boss, right?
Yeah, it's like half the reason you start a company is to do.
If you're having a bad trip in front of all these people that you hired, and now you have like funding that you have to meet up, it's pretty easy to see how he could get like quickly ousted.
What's next? Are CEOs not going to be able to drop the Bob and slavery jokes on a board meeting call?
But what happened? It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. Next thing you know, Papa John won't even be charged with his own company anymore. Like, come on, you should be allowed. So, all right, here's the thing.
Can you imagine
it's hard to drive a car
if Papa John dropped acid?
You can imagine like running a boardroom.
No, I can't. But at what point?
So sweaty he'd be.
At what point do we stop calling things startups? Like $2 billion? Is that? Maybe I'm just ignorant because I don't know what the difference between a startup and then a business is.
Well, technically every company is a startup, PFT. I think that they're saying because it's like less than 10 years old and it's valued at an insane fucking amount of money, and it came out of Silicon Valley, maybe. And it also came out of, these guys were both Twitter alums. They're both at Twitter together.
Startup to me is like when like a waiter's like, it's my first day on the job, but they can continue to do that for like 6 months to make excuse for them being a poor waiter. I think like startup companies like an excuse, like we're going to fold. We're not going to make it. And they keep saying they're a startup company for 2-3 years and they have billions of dollars, but they know that they're not going to probably make it long term.
Yeah. It'll work eventually. Right?
Yeah. It also could mean, you
investors,
didn't earn the money, but you have it. Which is
Maybe
nice.
You should have hired all those cops to work for him if you didn't want to get
dude. What a fucking
dropping LSD.
What did he? Okay, 2 years ago he dropped LSD. They fired him like yesterday.
No, that's correct. I mean, he hired the wrong people.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. What did he do during the meeting that 2 years later? Anyway, it was his buddy, his co-founder that ousted him, or at least sent the email out. These guys must not have read Steve Jobs' biography where he said, quote, taking LSD was a profound experience, one of the most important things in my life. You know,
he was also kicked out of the company several times for being a dick.
But then he came back.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, guys, he was awesome. But,
seems like a theme on these CEOs with acid.
People don't talk enough about the fact that for somebody that dropped acid, Steve Jobs wore extremely bland clothing.
Well, maybe he realized that he didn't need to stand out because he completely destroyed his ego. PFT.
Good point.
Is that an acid thing?
Maybe we should drop a little acid. Guys, if you're wondering what Iterable does and also why you're not a billionaire, both can be explained by the description on their website and the general lack of understanding of what the fuck it means. You guys ready? Iterable is a cross-channel marketing platform that powers unified customer experiences and empowers you to create, optimize, and measure every interaction across the entire customer journey.
Yeah, it's Salesforce.
What sounds like a startup?
It's a Salesforce competitor. It's like a customer service software solution. Yeah.
Oh, man, I was So I was doing a joke there. You don't even actually answer the question.
Oh, sorry. I just know what that
Left better unsaid.
CRM, Pat. It's a cloud-based CRM solution for small businesses.
Yeah. Do you guys want to know the percentage of failures in 2019 of startup companies?
What is it?
90%.
Dude, I'm telling you, we got to go to fucking Silicon Valley.
What year
they
was
will
that?
give you money for taking
In
a shit
2019, the failure rate of startups was around 90%.
Yeah, it's 2020 it must have been.
That was before,
100,
but
right?
that was before. Yeah, exactly. That was before COVID.
Well, PFT, we're starting a coin, just so you know. I don't know if you want it or not.
You gotta get in on this too. If you,
we could talk about it off air, but there's a coin getting going. Startup. So
startup coin. Grit
yeah,
coin?
check your email. There's some documentation.
Well, we could probably make grit coins, but we're also going to make other coins as well.
Well,
So yeah,
DeFranco's
we're going to start a mint. Actually, is crypto mint.
Mint
I like
line.
that.
The
What about
fat coin?
there should be a company that just exists to sniff out counterfeit cryptocurrencies. That's going to be the next thing.
Oh,
Well,
we
we-
start that, then who's going to sniff out our counterfeit?
Exactly.
cryptocurrency?
We verify
No,
our own.
Ours
Inside
is
baseball.
complete bullshit. Yeah, it's
Right.
Yeah, ours is not real, but we do due diligence on other companies.
But
We're
it's
on our way.
verified because
We just need
verified
9
it.
more ideas to have one succeed as a startup company.
You
'Cause
just
it's a
need
90% thing. You
A
need 10.
solid logo that's got a golden check mark on it, and that check mark
Oh,
means
yeah.
security that it's been verified.
Also, dog. These dog coins are. We could do Leroy coin. That could fucking crush. These dog coins are crushing right now, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
Doge
point.
still leveraging Doge right now.
Everything.
Diamond hands. Nice.
All right, Wes, take us home.
All right, let's do one last story, guys. Bad news for Mark and his fellow arachnophobes and anyone living in Florida. The Miami Zoo has discovered a new species of tarantula. Scratch that, a poisonous and in the tarantula family. Oh, wait, it's also a trapdoor. Scare the fuck out of you, spider. Frequently mistaking hairy toes for prey. Mark, how you doing? You barefoot over there? Here's a picture.
Come on.
Oh, I love this spider.
There it is.
Big boy.
The spider is called the Pine Rockland spider. It was first spotted in 2012, but not until recently have scientists discovered it's a brand new species of spider. Here's a quote Mark will love from Dr. Rebecca Godwin, a professor of the biology at Piedmont College. She says, quote, they have a rough carapace on their front half and a silvery gray abdomen with a light-colored patch on top. They are really quite beautiful spiders, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do they look like after? What do they look like after I step on them?
Yeah. The male
Don't
spiders.
worry.
The male spiders. But
After my wife steps on.
Yeah. After what do they look like after my wife steps on them?
right. Yeah. After I scream and get her in there. The male spiders by the size of a quarter, with females being 3 times that size, and they can live for up to 20 years. I mean, this thing is straight up like an Australian spider. Here's a video of a guy trying to kill a female in his house.
Female spider.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Whoa,
Yeah,
it's huge.
Oh my! Oh my!
Fuck you. Fuck you.
What the fuck?
It's like the
Should know.
commercial.
That was a gag video. The guy was like,
Got him.
That's clear. That was
Oldest
awesome.
trick in the book.
What are you
The
laughing at,
spider,
Bubba?
the guy swings at a spider on the wall. The spider jumps at the camera, turns all black. Mark,
Is that why you have like 9 cats? Because you just want to be constantly protected from spiders?
It's certainly a top 5 reason. It's definitely something I think about
Oh,
almost daily. Yeah,
That's true. You have no spiders.
and I get
around.
really upset if I see a spider. I'm like, woohoo, woohoo, who get over here? Like I like whistle to a cat. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's an army of spider eaters. I never
Yeah.
even put
Yeah.
that together.
Mhm.
It's actually genius.
Oh,
unless
man.
the cats take on the personalities of their owners. Like if a racist has a dog and
They're
then,
all scared of spiders.
yeah, they're all terrified of spiders.
It's me and the cats in the corner.
Get in here.
Experts say this bite from the spider is extremely painful, can cause instant paralysis and loss of limbs if bitten and not
you're
treated.
lying. You're
Very
lying.
aggressive, and because they're so
I read
they're
it.
so
No,
new.
no, they said it's like a fucking hornet sting. You piece of shit. I know you're lying.
Okay. He's right. No, yeah, it's just like a bee sting, but much scarier when that thing latches onto you. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
I read they were concentrated in South Austin too.
You shut up, liars.
Florida and Austin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad
I do go to Florida a lot.
You do. But that like their habitat's disappearing. They don't. If you go to the Everglades, you might see one, but they're pretty much fucked. So
Everglades was just fucked.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So all right, guys, that's gonna do for Hard Factor.
PFT. PFT. You want to give us your rundown of the draft?
Coming up? Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I put together Kyle power rankings earlier tonight. So I've got Kyle Pitts number 1, Kyle Trask number 2, Kyle Shanahan number 3. It's kind of weird how Kyle Shanahan is basically threatening to kill Jimmy Garoppolo. Saying yesterday, I think he said something along the lines of when he was asked, like, is Jimmy going to be on your team come Sunday? He goes, well, we don't really know if anyone's going to be alive.
It was even more aggressive than that, I feel like.
Yeah, he's going to kill Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm pretty confident in that. But
I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, if there's one guy who like you look at him and you're like, well,
he's had a good run.
Yeah, he's done. He's had enough.
He really has.
He's done a few of those Travis Barker pictures where he's got the hands on the girl's butt inside the butt pictures. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I don't know. I hope that the football team, I would like to see them get a quarterback. I think that'd be cool. Do I think that they should trade up and try to get one? I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but it would just be cool to be like, yeah, they got a quarterback. What are we, 19?
Yeah, 19. We have 17 or 19, bro. Fitzmagic. Come on.
Fitzmagic, baby.
Well, also Heineken.
Taylor Heineke. Absolutely. I hope that if it gets to the football team's pick and we don't have like any superstars that are still available, we just draft like some guy from Alabama, because that has usually worked out for us. So just get a player from Alabama, put him on defense.
Lots of receivers this year. My goodness.
Yeah, you think the Eagles will get a receiver? Or you think they blew it? They traded too far down.
I don't know. How good are they at rock, paper, scissors?
I don't think very good.
Wait, why does that come into play?
Because Nick Sirianni, the coach of the Eagles, last week he was talking to reporters about how he's doing draft evaluation, and he said, "Yeah, I've been playing rock, paper, scissors with everyone that I'm interviewing just to get a sense of their competitiveness." Which, for the record, I don't have a problem with that if a reporter finds out about it. But the fact that he was like, "Hey, yeah, here's what I'm doing,"
bragging about it
because I'm such a psycho competitive.
Is he literally just looking for people that have a strategy in rock, paper, scissors, and that's it? Or is he mystified if somebody beats him? Or
what is 18 games next year? The Eagles are going 2-16.
He just wants to see like competitiveness. Whereas if it was a coach like Dan Campbell, who I'm sure does play rock, paper, scissors with anyone that he's interviewing, just because he likes to beat people in it, somebody would have to find out about it and then report about it. He wouldn't be like, "Yo, check out what I did with this guy." So yeah, that's why I made the allusion to the game. But Nick Sirianni, he's, no offense, Mark, he screams like he's like a one and done type of guy.
Yeah, no offense taken. I didn't even know who he is now. I still don't know who he is. He's the
no one does.
Coach. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Can we get rid of the GM too?
Howie. Although the thing that I like about Howie, at least for Eagles fans, is it's a very cathartic name to be like, fucking Howie.
Yeah.
You know, like, goddamn Howie.
Yeah.
It's a very blamable name.
No, for
That's
sure.
true. Very true. So what are like the big things you'd say to watch out for in the draft this year? Like we talked a little Washington football team there, a little Eagles. Now for the general NFL fan, a fan of defending the shield, what should they be looking for?
Roger Goodell's chair is going to be there. So the chair that he watched, you guys know the chair, obviously. He sat on a chair in his basement last year during the draft.
Okay.
And Goodell, for some reason, thought that everybody was really anticipating the return of the chair that he sat in. And so he's having the chair transported to Cleveland for the draft.
Wow.
And then they're going – yeah.
Is he doing an NFT of him, like a picture of him in the chair as like an NFT?
I don't know if there's enough crypto in the world to buy that, because that sucker's going to be in high demand. But yeah, I mean, the chair, everyone knows that the chair.
Goodell's got the most diamond hands of all time. He's never getting rid of that chair.
We put a bounty on the chair tonight on Pardon My Take. We said if you come across the chair while you're in Cleveland, Hank said to treat it like Hitchbot, the hitchhiking robot that got the shit kicked out of it in Philadelphia.
What do you offer? What's the bounty? You'll pay the criminal fees and what?
I think at that point we become complicit in crimes. We just said that we're putting a bounty on it.
Okay.
So the bounty is
okay. You're like the Greg Williams of the Goodell chair.
That's right. The Bounty Gate.
Yes, we're Dr. Heat.
Okay.
Another thing with Goodell is he's allowed to hug this year, right? He's going to be hugging and handshaking. That's a big thing, right?
Yeah, he got vaccinated, and so that's the other thing. Everyone watches the draft because we want to see the chair and we want to see Roger Goodell fuck up a handshake. So both of those things are back this year. That's exciting. There's a lot of talk about the quarterbacks going this year. I saw that there was a 3 different meals that got put out on Chipotle for 3 of the 5 top quarterbacks. They all have their signature meals, and just basing off those, I put a red flag on Justin Fields. He got the sofritas on his Chipotle bowl.
Sofritas,
not a good choice. Sofrita, it's delicious. It's a great seasoning, but I don't know if I would get the soy meal at Chipotle if I want my quarterback getting the soy. And then
cauliflower rice too.
Yeah, probably the cauliflower rice in there too. You know what I would just want, like a Will Compton type guy. He would say, walk into Chipotle and just be like, give me 1 chip and just put it on my shoulder. That's what I want because I'm a football guy.
That's a solid answer. Or just like somebody who doesn't like any sauces at all. It's just only like rice and a meat.
Yeah.
Chipotle queso too, red flag. If anyone's like, load up the queso. Don't draft him.
You know who? I mean, honestly, I would respect it if a player went in there and was like, load me up with a bowl of sofritas, and that's all, and I'll eat it all. That tells me he's hungry.
Yeah.
Only barbacoa.
BYU.
What's that?
Is he gonna go? Is Fields going second to the Jets, or is it the BYU guy?
I saw one thing that said that Fields was going to drop to 32. I think Chris Sims said that. There's no chance in hell. In fact, on today's part of my take, I'm going to give my spleen to Chris Sims, who lost his in a game back in like 2005. If Justin Fields goes to 32, I'm going to remove my own spleen. There's no chance in hell that he falls past, probably past like 15 or 16 at the very least.
People watch the bowl games, right?
Yeah.
So
he's a pretty good player.
Pretty safe.
Well, it was good seeing you, PFT. I think we're done, right?
I believe so.
Wes, do you want to take us back out?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's going to do it for Hard Factor. What is it now? Subscribe, follow on Spotify, iTunes. That's the big thing. We need you to follow us. So if you want to help,
follow and subscribe, Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube. All 3.
There you go.
You want to support the show.
Yeah, if you want to support us, that is the best way to do it. Also, of course, FatBoySummer merch is a great way. Don't forget to leave us, Patreon, patreon.com/hardfactor. Great community over there. And don't forget to leave us some 5-star reviews and voicemails, 512-270-1480. Pat, you have something else you want to add?
No, I was doing I was giving shots to the camera,
and then he did a prayer motion like, please give us.
Yeah, I was kind of acting out. I was doing a visual.
I like the prayer. The prayer hands are an underrated emoji, and I think that it looks great too on camera.
Pat's doing the Conan O'Brien monologue. He's pulling the string on his jacket.
We ever gonna get on?
Cut the string.
Yeah, and we'll see PFT for the pigs in a blanket eating competition. So be on the lookout for that. And most importantly, have a great fucking day.